Good day, friends, family, brethren. GE with the word here. Back in the 1974, 1975 time period, somewhere in that area, my BB used to play the piano for me to sing in church. And in fact, sometimes she sang with me. One song that I did sing back then has stuck with me through the years, and I find myself singing it quite often, quietly, softly, to myself. It could be my testimony, and in fact, it could be the testimony of every Christian. The title is I Should Have Been Crucified, and it goes like this. First verse: I was guilty with nothing to say. They were coming to take me away. And then a voice from heaven was heard that said, let him go, take me instead. And the chorus, but I should have been crucified. I should have suffered and died. I should have hung on that cross in disgrace. But Jesus, God's Son, took my place. The second verse, a crown of thorns, a spear in his side, and all the pain that should have been mine. Those rusty nails were meant for me, but Christ took them and let me go free. But I should have been crucified. I should have suffered and died. I should have hung on the cross in disgrace. But Jesus, God's Son, took my place. Maybe someday I'll sing that for you. But what words? What words? And the words could have been based upon what Peter said concerning Jesus' sacrifice in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 24. It says, who his own self bore our sins in his own body on the tree, that we, being dead to sins, should live unto righteousness, by whose stripes you were healed. You see, Jesus took your place, suffered and died for you, paid your price, and saved your soul, if you're a Christian. And Paul wrote these words about his spiritual crucifixion in Galatians chapter 2, verse 20. He said, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Should you have been crucified? Well, you'll have to answer that question for yourself. I know what my answer is, and I know what I preach. From 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18, we read this: for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of God. It is my prayer that you know the power of God in salvation. May God bless and guide you this day and in those to come.